Hey guys, it's Miss Simpson and it's time for writing. You are very lucky this week because guess what? I am not going to make you write an essay this week. And you want to know why? Next week is your writing benchmark. Your writing benchmark is on Tuesday. So we really need to start practicing some revise and edit questions. Now, I will tell you, y'all are pretty good at revise and edit questions. So, I will probably only make one writing video this week, and it will be this one because, again, you guys have gotten pretty good at your revise and edit questions, and I'm very proud of you for that. So we are going to do a passage together. I'm going to review the strategies that you should be using. I'm going to review how to answer these questions and some things that you need to know. And then every day this week, I'm going to post a revise and edit passage for you to answer questions on. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about your writing test. For your writing benchmark, you have an essay and you have revise and edit questions. The revise and edit questions, like I've told you a million times, are going to ask you to fix things in a long passage. Now, on reading tests, you have to read the whole passages. Like on reading, you can't answer questions without reading the passage. But guess what? On writing, it is much different. On writing, you don't need to read the passage to answer all of the questions. So keep that in mind. So for your test, you'll have an essay and you'll have to go through brainstorm, plan, draft, revise, edit, and publish within the time limit. And you're going to have to answer about, I don't remember how many questions there are, 30 maybe, revise and edit questions. So to keep your time going, I suggest on the writing test only, you don't read the passage because it is going to tire your brain out. It's going to be way too hard and you don't really need to. So on writing, again, don't read the passage. You do on reading, but not on writing. So we're going to skip right over our passage. What you do is you go to your questions and you figure out what sentences they're talking about. So on this one, it says, what is the best transition word to use at the beginning of sentence 2? Okay, so you're going to go find sentence 2. We haven't even read this, but you're going to have to go find it. So we're going to go find sentence 2, and we're going to highlight sentence 2. So you're going to highlight sentence 2 or circle it, and now we can decide what transition word we can use at the beginning of it. So I'm going to give you another hint. No, you don't have to read the whole entire essay, but if I highlight a sentence, I have to read the sentence that is before it, and I have to read the sentence that's after it. So every single time you're reading about 3 sentences, which is not too bad. So let's read these 3 sentences, and then let's talk about how to pick the best transition word. Many people think it is necessary to travel to the east or west coast to experience the lights and action of a boardwalk. The action may be not too far from your house. The Kemah Boardwalk is just 30 minutes south of Houston, Texas. Okay, so they give us 4 transition words, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at these transition words, and I think I can mark some out. First of all, let's look at D. Last but not least, and I suggest you do those on every single test you ever take your whole life. Look at the answer choices and knock out the ones that are just plain silly. This last but not least, that should not be the answer. This is at the very beginning of the paper. Why would I put that transition word in there? So let's go ahead and let's add these 3 in there and see which one we like the best. So many people think it is necessary to travel to the east or west coast to experience the lights and action of a boardwalk. Nonetheless, the action may be too far from your house. Does that even sound good? Nonetheless, I don't think that sounds good. Let's do however. Many people think it is necessary to travel to the east or west coast to experience the lights and action of a boardwalk. However, the action may not be too far from your house. That one's okay. I'm going to put a question mark, and then I'm just going to read this one and see. Many people think it is necessary to travel to the east or west coast to experience the lights and action of a boardwalk. First of all, the action may not be too far from your house. The Kemah Boardwalk is just 30 minutes south of Houston, Texas. So, which one do you think it is? However, or first of all? I think I'm going to go with first of all. It's at the beginning of our passage, right? It is introducing our first topic. So I went with first of all. I think that's the one that sounds the best. Okay, let's move on. And there's only 6 questions, so bear with me, guys. How should sentence 4 be changed? Remember, you didn't have to read the whole passage, but you do have to read. You have to highlight sentence 4 or circle, and you have to read all the sentences that touch it. So that means before and after. So you have to read 3, 4, and 5. So let's read sentence 3, 4, and 5, and then answer our questions. The Kemah Boardwalk is just 30 minutes south of Houston, Texas. This beautiful boardwalk offers families a variety of fun activities to experience together. The Kemah Boardwalk opened in 1997. Okay, so should I change offers to offer? So this beautiful boardwalk offer families, does that sound good? Offer families a variety. I think I need that S on there. Change activities to activities. Okay, so when I am spelling, you change if you have activity. When you are going to make it plural, you can't just add the S if it ends in a Y. You have to change that Y to an I and add ES. That's how you spell it. So it cannot be activities spelt this way. Can't. That's not how you spell it. Okay, change families to families. What did I just say about change your Y to an I and add ES? These families, if it was apostrophe S, they would be owning something. They would have possession over something over here. But do they? No, they don't say the family's car. They're saying families, like a bunch of different families, plural. So the answer would have to be C. Okay, I'm going to go through and I'm going to highlight sentence 6 for you and circle the sentences you need to read. And then I want you to pause the video and figure out your answer. Once you've figured out your answer, unpause and we will see if you got it right together. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so I hope that you figured out your answer. First of all, I'm going to go through and I am going to read 5, 6, and 7. Because remember, I didn't make you read the whole passage. You only have to read the sentences that touch the sentence before or after sentence that is in the question. So, the Kemah Boardwalk opened in 1997. It features about 10 restaurants, numerous shops, carnival games, and multiple small rides. For those thrill seekers, there is one large wooden roller coaster. Okay, so should we change the period to a question mark? On sentence 6, it features about 10 restaurants, numerous. Is that a question? No, we don't need a question mark. Add a comma after shops. It features about 10 restaurants, numerous shops, comma, carnival games, and multiple rides. Ooh, it is a list. Do we need commas in between every single thing in a list? Yeah, we do. Okay, let's see this. This one wants us to delete the comma. Well, we need that comma there because it's a list, right? And you put commas after everything in a list. So if I'm stuck between no changes needed and an answer choice, what am I going to choose? The answer choice. Never choose this answer unless you are 100% positive. Okay. What is the best way to combine sentences 8 and 9? Okay, so let's take a look at sentences 8 and 9. So we've got to read sentence 8, sentence 9, and we have to read 7, and we have to read 10. So go ahead and read 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then we'll do the question together. When you're done reading it, unpause, and we'll do the question together. Okay, so you should have unpaused. Let's see, how should we combine them? So when you see this word combine, you are going to look for subordinating conjunctions, which is a wubis. You're going to look for fanboys. And you're going to see what sounds the best. Okay. Everyone in your family is sure to find something they like to eat because there are all types of restaurants on the boardwalk. Because after, although, as, while, when, until, because, before, if, since. So can I put because there? Does it sound good? Yeah. So I'm saying that one sounds pretty good. So we're going to keep that one in our brain. Let's go to the next one. Everyone in your family is sure to find something they like to eat, comma, and there are all types of restaurants on the boardwalk. Now, can I do comma and? That's a fanboy. That makes it a compound sentence. Now, does and sound better than because? I don't think it does. I think because sounds better. So I'm going to mark that one off. Everyone in your family is sure to find something they like to eat. There are all types of, they didn't even do anything. They just removed that period. No, that is a run-on sentence. No. Okay, let's read D. Everyone in your family is sure to find something they like to eat. So there are all types of restaurants on the boardwalk. Okay, yes, that is a conjunction. That's a fanboy. But does it sound good? No. They don't, there's not, that just sounds weird. So I'm going to go with A. Okay, I want you to do number 5 by yourself, and we'll check your answer when you're done. So what change, if any, should be made to sentence 17? I want you to read sentence 16, 17, and 18. Come up with your answer, and then again, we'll check it. Okay, let me get this set up. Okay. Okay, so I hope you unpause and you have your answer. I'm going to go ahead and go through it with you. Okay, change summer to summer. We do not capitalize seasons. We do not, like fall, spring, winter, we do not capitalize them. We capitalize calendar days. Remember, insect. That is the acronym we use to remember what to capitalize. And calendar days is what we capitalize. So that's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, months, but we don't capitalize summer. Change then to than. If you happen to be in Kemah during the summer, then you're in luck. That sounds weird. Change Kemah to Kemah. Kemah is a proper noun. It's the name of something. Do we have to capitalize proper nouns? Yeah. And so now it's wanting us to do your or your. Remember, this is a contraction. It's also a homophone, and it means you are. So let's put that in there and see if it sounds better. If you happen to be in Kemah during the summer, then you are in luck. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, I want you to do the last one on your own. You're going... Sentence 18 is what you're reading, but you have to read 17, 18, and 19. And then I will check your answer with you. Okay, so you should have unpaused. Let's see. What change should be made in sentence 18? They have an incredible fireworks display every Friday evening. Oh, I noticed something, but we're going to go through the answer choices anyway. Change and to a. They have an incredible or they have a incredible. It's not a. That's weird. That sounds weird. Change Friday to Friday. What did I just say about capitalizing calendar words? So should I capitalize Friday? Yes. Fireworks to fireworks. Fireworks is a compound word and it goes together. Or make no change? No. It is definitely B. Now, if you don't know how to spell something on the writing test, you can always look it up in the dictionary. And so, like, for example, for fireworks, I would look up fireworks in the dictionary and see which way it's spelled. Okay, guys, so we just went through that. I know it took a while, but it's the only one I'm going to do with you unless I notice your grades are not so good. If your grades are not so good, then I'm going to be doing another video. But if your grades are good and you're doing it correctly, then I'm not going to do a video and I'm going to let y'all practice by yourselves. So you're going to do Palo Duro Canyon as your assignment, and there's only 6 questions. All right, you guys have fun doing your revise and edit questions. Remember, if your grades are good and I can tell you're trying, then I'm not going to do a video for writing this week. But if I notice your grades aren't so great, I'm going to do this long of a video every day that you're required to watch. So try your very best. All right, my friends, love y'all so much. Have a fantastic day.